Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to more Universe Mode on the JPG channel.
For one fall, making his way to the ring, accompanied by Johnny Gargano, representing DIY from Milwaukee, Wisconsin, weighing in at 201 pounds, Tommaso Ciampa.
And I'd like to welcome you guys in to another episode of Monday Night Raw, as would DIY, because they are starting off the show, or I should say Tommaso Ciampa of DIY is starting off the show, looking for a measure of revenge for DIY defeat last week. Gargano being defeated by a man that, he could credit half his career to, that being one half of the World Tag Team Champions, Alex Shelley, a man that he drew a lot of inspiration from and looked as almost a big brother in this industry for many years on the independent scene. But tonight, Ciampa clashes. He clashes with Shelley's tag team partner,
From Detroit, Michigan, weighing in
that being the one and only Chris Sabin, in the building. As everybody live in attendance gets ready, prepares to hail Sabin. And believe me, there is a reason why there's a bunch of buzz around this guy, a bunch of buzz around the Motor City Machine Guns coming to WWE. If you obviously haven't seen it by now, with their incredible performances, not only at SummerSlam when they won those World Tag Team Championships, thus almost creating a fracture in between the Blackpool Combat Club. If Mox's actions towards Danielson last week is any signs pointing to that, you could always bring that all the way back to when Motor City Machine Guns defeated the Blackpool Combat Club at SummerSlam. But who can forget, of course, that classic battle as Sabin and Ciampa try and trade some strikes here. Oh, a huge neck breaker from Ciampa. I was going to say, who can forget that classic battle between the Motor City Machine Guns and the Lucha Bros that just happened a few weeks ago in Berlin? Possibly tag team match of the year, possibly match of the year. Definitely go back and watch that. I believe it was episode 1 of Bash in Berlin pay-per-view live special that we had for you guys here on the JPG channel. And look, I'm not saying that lightly. We've had some bangers this year, but Sabin and Shelley versus the Lucha Bros tag team action for the World Tag Team Championships has to be among my favorite, as Ciampa throws caution to the wind. Huge suicide dive, and now Sabin trying to get back into this one, reversing the ground and pound attempt by Tommaso Ciampa. Now look at this, Sabin just driving a knee right into the lower midsection of Tommaso Ciampa. This has been definitely heating up the last few weeks between these two teams. You got to believe DIY is trying to find themselves back in the tag team title hunt. Remember, that was a title that they held for a while last season. Trading it off and on between them and the Usos. Beautiful springboard leg drop by Chris Sabin, only warranting a 1 count so far, though. I would say Ciampa looking pretty good against Chris Sabin. Definitely did his homework before this match. Huge bulldog, as Sabin might have just turned it right back around with that move right there. As I said, Shelley besting Gargano last week in a hell of a match between two different generations of what today's professional, wrestler looks like. Like I said, a lot of these wrestlers, especially this generation's wrestlers, have to credit guys like the Motor City Machine Guns for inspiration, for maybe even being in the business in general, being inspired by the Motor City Machine Guns, watching their classic battles with guys like Beer Money, the Dudley Boys. Hell, even at one point they did face the Lucha Bros back in their TNA days as well. But, we never saw anything like we saw in Berlin between those two teams until they came to the WWE and Clash. Huge drop kick into the corner, as now Sabin was preparing for something, but Ciampa wise enough to get the hell out of Dodge. Or maybe not even get the hell out of Dodge, just try and go for a breather. But Sabin calling Ciampa up to his feet. Sabin having some bad intentions on the mind. Look out, Air Sabin. Chris Sabin wipes out Tommaso Ciampa with a suicide dive for the ages. And thus far, the Motor City Machine Guns hold a perfect record in this company, both in singles and tag team action. Look at this power bomb. Rolls him through. Bicycle knee strike right to the jaw. That might be it right there. Count of 2 already. Ciampa has to get the shoulder out this time. And now it's Chris Sabin firing on all cylinders for the Motor City Machine Guns' behalf. And now Ciampa trying to get back into this one. Huge knee strike right to either the abdomen or might even caught the jaw. If so, he definitely gave him his receipt back from that knee earlier. And now Ciampa feeling himself. Ciampa needs this momentum not only for himself, but for his team, him and Gargano's team DIY, if they want to make a claim for those World Tag Team Championships and try and get them back. They're going to have to, put on some impressive performances. And what more impressive performance than beating one half of the World Tag Team Champions, that being Chris Sabin. Huge super kick lands flush to the jaw of Mr. Tommaso Ciampa, as now Sabin looks to be in full control once more of this match, driving Tommaso Ciampa's face into the turnbuckle, and now he's not done there just yet. Oh my goodness, a buckle bomb. A buckle bomb right into the corner. Shout out Seth Rollins for that one. Count of 2, Ciampa gets the shoulder. Ciampa gets the shoulder at 2.5, but Chris Sabin, obviously you can credit these guys for mainly being tag team guys, but you fail to remember that both of these gentlemen have held singles gold in the past, both being former TNA World Tag Team Champions, both being former X Division champions in that company as well. Huge Triovo drop kick from Sabin, and looks to be combining that with something here. Oh, look at this. Nice moonsault from Sabin this time. Goes for the cover once more. Ciampa now has to kick out once again. And now it's Chris Sabin, perhaps, maybe second-guessing just a tad bit what to do next, but veterans in this business like Sabin and Alex Shelley rarely second-guess themselves, as now Shelley, or I should say Sabin, was going for a ground and pound on Ciampa, and this time it's Ciampa reversing the ground and pound. And now Ciampa back in control after laying some hooks right into the jaw of Chris Sabin, now working over that arm of Sabin is Tommaso Ciampa. They didn't call this man at one point the Psycho Killer for no reason. He can dissect his opponent in the middle of that ring. Now stomping out the face of Chris Sabin. Shelley's trying to egg on his tag team partner here, as Ciampa has bad intentions on the mind. I think he might have been going for Project Ciampa. Chris Sabin out of it though. Nice single leg enziguri by Sabin. And now look at this, Gargano providing a little bit of distraction. Not something you see every day with DIY resorting to nefarious tactics, but Shelley wasn't exactly playing the cleanest game last week either against Gargano. Maybe that rubbed Gargano the wrong way, seeing as that was a man that he looked up to for so long throughout his career. And now Ciampa is back in control thanks to that momentarily distraction from Johnny Gargano. Stomp right to the abdomen area of Sabin once more. And speaking of the Lucha Bros, ladies and gentlemen, they are back in action here tonight. You do not want to miss it. Don't go anywhere. You will see the Lucha Bros. You will see the WWE Champion Cody Rhodes in action. You will even see the Women's Champion Becky Lynch in action as she takes on Roxxane Perez in a rematch for Money in the Bank. Cora Jade is certainly going to be keeping her eyes peeled on that match. Look at this. Sabin just landed something huge there. That might be it right then and there. Ciampa gets the shoulder out at the last second. Chris Sabin is firing on all cylinders, and now look at this. Huge move coming in. No, Ciampa gets the kick right to the face for Sabin's troubles. And now Tommaso Ciampa, huge belly-to-belly suplex. Absolutely sending Chris Sabin for a ride right there. And now Ciampa with a rolling elbow. And now speaking of an elbow, going for a second elbow drop off the top rope, connects. That might be it right there. Sabin now scratching and clawing to keep alive in this match. Sabin's now going for a little bit of security in that corner, but Ciampa seemingly has him right where he wants him at this point in the match. And now Ciampa sending him right into the turnbuckle and gets right back in the grasp of a German suplex right on the back of the neck. And veterans like Sabin and Alex Shelley, they can't take too many bumps on their neck this late into their careers. Now Ciampa, obviously knowing that, is going to target the neck even more, going for something here, goes for a running knee. Sabin I'm going to get it out eventually, sweep the leg from Ciampa. Sabin was going for something there. I think he might have been going for that patent springboard DDT. Got caught, ripcord knee strike. A ripcord knee strike is now Sabin somehow still fighting out of it though. And now these two just once again going for ground and pound maneuvers on one another. And now Sabin back up on his feet. Got the better of Ciampa that time with a knee right to the face. And now Chris Sabin lining Ciampa up in that corner. Went for that big boot in the corner. Ciampa was able to have it telegraphed. And now it's really a fight for momentum in this match as Sabin and Ciampa both have to be spent at this point. Huge German suplex once again. A second bump right on the back of the neck. That might be it. Sabin explodes out. Ciampa can feel this W swinging in his grasp. Went for a spinning lariat, but Chris Sabin able to reverse once again. And now Sabin going off the ropes. Ciampa again out of harm's way. Just making Sabin exhaust himself at this point. Look at this. More damage to the neck with a fisherman buster. Ciampa, the game plan is clear as day for Tommaso Ciampa. Target that neck of Chris Sabin. It's been worked on all match. And now ground and pound from Ciampa once again. Now Tommaso Ciampa looking to get Sabin back up to his feet. Ciampa has success through the skies earlier. Is it gonna? Oh no! I was gonna say might have been going to the well one too many times. Is now Sabin. We saw him take to the skies earlier today as well. But you think he chooses to go airborne instead off the top rope with a springboard crossbody. Wipes out Ciampa. And now Sabin. This is the moment in the match that Chris Sabin needed most. He's now going to the top rope. What's he got planned for Tommaso Ciampa on that top rope? Wait a minute, Ciampa's getting back up to his feet. Sabin just suckered him in, and now off the ropes with a springboard DDT. Gets it this time. Tremendous athleticism from a man well into his 40s. Count of two. Ciampa gets the shoulder at 2.5. What a match to start our show, folks. What a match indeed between two absolute next-level competitors in two next-level tag teams, that being Motor City Machine Guns and DIY, as now once again lines Ciampa up for a second, almost like an Impaler DDT Dominator combination. Whatever it is, this has got to be it. Was going for the kill there was Chris Sabin with the cradle shock, but Ciampa was able to once again just do more damage to the face and neck with elbows right to the jaw of Chris Sabin. And now it's Tommaso Ciampa getting Sabin back up on his feet. And now he's going for fairy tale ending. Got it flush. The fairy tale ending hits. Busted Sabin wide open. Goes for the cover. Tommaso Ciampa just picked up a win over Chris Sabin and just picked up some momentum for DIY, possibly to find themselves back in the World Tag Team title hunt. What a win for Tommaso Ciampa, knocking off Chris Sabin. Alex Shelley knocked off Gargano last week, so if you would ask me, I would call this little feud of theirs 50-50 so far. I would not be surprised if a tag team championship match is announced in the very near future. But ladies and gentlemen, as mentioned, Perez, Lynch, the rematch goes down next. And look at that. Just as I said, Cora Jade definitely keeping a close eye on this match. She's keeping the closest eye possible by being in the corner of Roxxane Perez for this match. Remember, Perez, Jade, they go way back to their NXT days, Team 2001. As a matter of fact, they came up on the main roster in this universe mode together as a tag team. And seems that their alliance does not end there, because Jade is right back on the side with Roxxane Perez.
Making her way to the ring from Laredo, Texas,
Roxanne, I mean, she's almost acting on the behalf of Cora Jade here tonight, as she was doing back in London in Money in the Bank, when Becky Lynch initially took out Cora Jade and left her on the shelf for a few months before Jade would come back. Roxanne Perez was, basically trying to fight for her friend and simultaneously win the women's WWE Championship, but unfortunately fell short that night. But she can get a big win over a seemingly undefeated Becky Lynch as of this year. That'd be incredible momentum for Roxanne Perez, and would definitely destroy this psyche of Becky Lynch that she's had so far. Thinking that she is the best in the world, even though she may very well be right now the best female wrestler in the world with the championship to prove it. But nonetheless, I mean, it would definitely destroy the moxie. It would definitely destroy the egotistical behavior that we have seen out of Becky Lynch since defeating Rhea Ripley not once but twice this year.
From Dublin, Ireland, the WWE Women's Champion, Becky Lynch.
Perez has a big opportunity here tonight. No championships on the line this go around, but as I previously mentioned, I mean, anytime you knock off the champion, whether non-title action or not, it's a big deal. And now Becky Lynch, clearly recognizing that threat, tries to charge right at Roxanne Perez. I think Perez learned a thing or two since her last time being in the ring with the man. Chop to the knee of Becky Lynch. And now setting Becky for a ride is Perez. And look at this. Goes for something, but Lynch now. Once again, just as I said, Perez might have learned a thing or two. I think Becky Lynch definitely did her homework on Roxanne Perez. Very decorated competitor. NXT was Roxanne Perez, a 3-time NXT Women's Champion in her tenure down there on the white and gold brand. And now Perez going off the ropes. Might have misinterpreted where Becky Lynch's placement in the ring was, because I don't know what the hell is going on there, but Lynch will nonetheless taking full advantage of that. You do not want to make mistakes like that in the ring with the man, Becky Lynch. She will definitely take that and run with it, as she has now. Oh, just slamming Roxanne Perez down to the ground. Goes for a boot right to the face. Oh my goodness, huge running shoulder block. Just might have knocked some sense right out of Roxanne Perez. And now Cora Jade. I don't know what the hell she's doing on the outside. This is not a no disqualification match. She just grabbed a kendo stick. I don't know if she wants to purposely get Roxanne Perez disqualified or what. Look at this big move. Seemed to provide a momentary distraction, though, because ever since then, Perez has been looking good. Almost got a 3 count on the man herself. And now we've seen a lot of ground and pound tonight. Perez bringing it to Becky Lynch. Looks for a chop. Gets blocked. Gets the chop that time to fall. As now Roxanne Perez takes over Becky Lynch with a huge STO. Or excuse me, Russian leg sweep. I always get those confused. I don't know why. Perez was going off the second, but Becky Lynch kept her distance. Like I said, do not want to make mistakes like that with the women's champion. Just turned it around into an armbar. Looks like Perez got out of that quickly, though. Look at this, Cora Jade grabbing the boot of Becky Lynch, and that provided the distraction that Perez needed. Oh, wow. I didn't think Perez would actually, use that bait, but she actually did. Interesting, as now Cora Jade looks to be removing the turnbuckle. I think that this younger generation of female athletes are sick and tired of Becky Lynch. Oh, disrespecting them because Perez just hit Becky Lynch right in the face with a turnbuckle. Or I should say ran her into the turnbuckle. It might be a better analogy. But now Roxanne Perez is in full control after Lynch just ate a face full of metal ring pretty much. That's what is underneath that turnbuckle pad, a metal ring. And now Becky Lynch might be absolutely discombobulated at this point. Perez trying to take advantage of, well, basically the distraction that Cora Jade provided. And now Becky Lynch is somehow back into this one. As now she goes a huge scoop slam, sends Perez down to the floor. Lynch now trying to get back into this one and show exactly why she still is the women's champion to this day. But Perez out of that one. And now it's Perez sending Lynch to the floor. What does the Prodigy have in mind for the women's champion? Perez measuring her woman, looking to go airborne, I believe. Yes, indeed. Out of the ropes. Here comes Perez. Suicide dive. And Becky Lynch's shoulder did not land very pretty towards that announce table. And now Perez sends Becky Lynch back in the ring. I would say Becky Lynch, surprisingly, is the more worse for wear right now. Lynch is definitely the more worse for wear right now between the two. And now a huge drop kick right to the face. And a lot of that you can credit Cora Jade for providing a number of distractions within this match alone. And now a shot right to the ribs. Huge elbow right to the face. Roxxane Perez definitely bringing it to the women's champion. This time she doesn't go for the pinfall. Saw her hit that earlier. Perez going top rope now. What does Perez have in mind? Huge elbow drop just as Becky was trying to get back up to her feet. And now look at this beautiful submission hold attempt by Cora Jade is distracting me once again because she just undid that turnbuckle for a second time in this match. And now Becky Lynch, I think she might have been even trying to use that to her advantage that time. Does not want to eat a face full of turnbuckle for the second time in this match. Not going to survive a second time. I'm surprised she survived the first time. Goes for a chop. Lynch reverses it now. And now it's Becky Lynch trying to get Perez on that rope as the referee trying to repair that turnbuckle for the second time in this match. And now, wait a minute, goes for a suplex attempt, does Becky Lynch, but Perez wisely kind of distributing her weight the best that she can, but might have gotten caught right there because Lynch catches her one more time in an armbar submission hold. This time, Perez can't just slip right out of it, though. It is cinched in now. Perez is going to have to think about this, think about, she already put Cora Jade on the shelf, did Becky Lynch with an arm submission hold before, so she's clearly very dangerous when it comes to those arm submission holds. Huge drop kick from Roxxane Perez, trying to stay in this one with the champ. And now wait a minute, Perez might have just hit her biggest move yet in this match. A sit-out DDT, plants the champ for the cover. Oh no. Becky Lynch getting the shoulder out at the last second. But Perez trying to keep her head in the game. She's been to the championship dance before. Huge frog splash. A huge frog splash connects for a cover on Lynch. This time, Lynch showing a little bit more fight there with a kick out at 1.5. And now Roxxane Perez goes second rope. Hits nothing that time again as Lynch again keeping her distance every time Roxxane Perez tries to go aerial. Wait a minute, Perez might have gotten caught right there. Lynch, center of the ring. Plants her with the manhandle slam. Manhandle slam might end this match right here. Count of two. Indeed, Becky Lynch picks up a win over Roxxane Perez once more. The story in this match, though, being Cora Jade providing a distraction multiple times within this match that almost gave Roxxane Perez the opportunity that she needed to defeat the women's champion. But Becky Lynch, again, proving exactly and getting right in the face of Cora Jade at the same time, proving exactly why she runs the Monday Night Raw women's division. And ladies and gentlemen, we are moving on because, as promised, we have the Lucha Bros in the building. Cero Miedo is what the Lucha Bros bring every time they're in that ring, and they're going to need no fear to take on the Latino World Order. This is Hispanic wrestling, Hispanic high flying luchador wrestling at your finest, at its finest, I should say, here on Monday Night Raw. Definitely some interesting developments between the, Cora Jade, Becky Lynch story that has been progressing throughout Universe Mode for quite some time now. Roxxane Perez almost being introduced right back into the equation, it seems, as the LWO make their way down to the ring. And for the LWO, they want to get their momentum back after following 2 short matches to the Motor City Machine Guns in their last two appearances here on the JPG channel. This time with the support of Zelina Vega. Looking to get the job done here tonight against a team that's only suffered 1 loss since being in the company, that being the Lucha Bros, and the only loss they suffered is to the champs themselves, the Motor City Machine Guns. Here they come, Rey Fenix, Pentagon Jr., getting ready for tag team action, something that these guys do at the most elite of elite levels.
And their opponents at a combined weight of 409 pounds.
This is our first time seeing them back in action since Bash in Berlin. Just casually handing out perhaps tag team match of the year, and now coming back on Monday Night Raw. But they're going to have to, build a little bit more momentum back for themselves if they want to eventually find themselves across the ring from the tag champions again. And that's exactly what tonight's all about, getting right back on track, basically, within the tag team division. They don't want to fall down the ladder. A loss to the Latino World Order here tonight, the LWO, would definitely do that for them. So, really both teams have something to gain within this match, and because of that, you might see some hard determination between both teams in this match as Del Toro immediately heads for the ropes. Pentagon Jr. ducking out of harm's way. I was going to say, we're going to see a lot of high flying in this match. Huge backbreaker, tilt-a-whirl backbreaker from Pentagon Jr., who starts off this match. Del Toro in the white, Pentagon in the blue. Here we go. Tag team action. One of my favorite things to call here on the JPG channel. Pentagon Jr. just absolutely sent Del Toro for a ride. Ho, 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 ho. Watch those quick feet of Rey Fenix and watch how this match is... watch how the pace of this match quickens with Rey Fenix in the ring. But Del Toro catching Rey Fenix in a rare moment of a slip-up. Goes for an elbow drop as now Fenix out of harm's way. Chop right to the chest. Smack to the face. Not a whole lot of respect with that. And now look at this. Rey Fenix, huge Japanese arm drag. Takes out Del Toro. Goes for a drop kick. Stuffs it. Look at this. Hurricane Rana. As I said, the pace will quicken. Fenix now trying his hand at Joaquin Wilde. And now Joaquin Wilde goes for something, but Fenix catches those boots. Catches those boots of Joaquin Wilde. Super kick to Wilde. And now, wait a minute. Oh, my goodness gracious. Huge Hurricane Rana by Rey Fenix. Now off the ropes. This guy's insane. Rey Fenix, absolutely insane. And now Joaquin Wilde trying to get back. And this one gets a kick for his troubles as well. Rey Fenix was going top rope. Joaquin Wilde wise enough to keep his distance. Oh, Fenix. Once again, making a mistake there. Wilde might be able to capitalize off that. Look at this. Around the world goes Joaquin Wilde. Goes for a cover. Might be a lot left in the tank for Rey Fenix, though. The hell's going on the outside? Del Toro trying to take out Pentagon Jr. A little bit of nefarious tactics from the LWO here tonight as well. But whatever you got to do to get the job done, desperate man do desperate things. As Rey Fenix now trying to focus in on the match, but I'm sure you can see Del Toro just took out his brother on the outside. And indeed he did. He just sent Del Toro for a ride. Just sent Del Toro packing to the outside. Going for an Irish whip. Wild able to reverse it that time. But look at this. Rey Fenix getting the better of Wild there. And now, wait a minute. We're about to see this absolute just awe-inspiring tag team moves that the Lucha Bros deliver every week. What the hell was that? A knee strike into a burning hammer. Somehow Joaquin Wilde got a 1 count off of that. Or kicked out at 1, I should say. Somehow Pentagon Jr. got a 1 count off of that. Huge enziguri right to the face. And now Del Toro seemingly out for blood here tonight. Pentagon Jr. missing a huge elbow strike. Jawbreaker from Joaquin Wilde. Got to give credit to Del Toro because he's definitely provided some distractions that really would give Joaquin Wilde the opening in this match, but Lucha Bros are not falling for the bait. And now look at this, a deadlift German suplex from Pentagon Jr. Only gets a count of 2, though. And now Pentagon Jr. looking probably for some revenge on Del Toro. He's going to let that hot tag go because he wants Del Toro in this ring. But look at this, got caught. A tilt-a-whirl DDT. Plants Pentagon Jr. And now it's Wild having to get back on the apron as Del Toro looks to take it to the skies. Beautiful arm drag. And follows that up with a twisting drop kick. Drop kick to Pentagon Jr. as he was trying to get his brother back into this one. Del Toro going to try and keep the weaker man in this match, I should say. As now Pentagon Jr. again sends him off the ropes. Goes for, I think it was going for a belly-to-belly suplex. I think dubbed him right in the eye, though. Huge springboard kick right to the face. And now Del Toro takes to the skies. Rey Fenix was going to try and cut him off there, but not enough time. Huge 450 misses. Oh, what a knee strike from Pentagon Jr. Del Toro ate that knee strike, though. Might have not gotten all of it, did Penta. And now shot right to the turnbuckle. A lot of uses of turnbuckle on tonight's episode. Del Toro, again, sending him right into the turnbuckle. Might have gone to the well of that turnbuckle one too many times because Pentagon Jr. looking to make him pay. Look at this, off the top rope. Oh my God, a German suplex off of the top rope. This is awesome chants in the crowd, and you damn right it is. And Penta's not done there just yet. A Canadian Destroyer. Canadian Destroyer hits flush. That's gotta. No, I thought that was going to be it. Joaquin Wilde was looking to make the save, but he would have been out of time. And now look at this, gut buster to Wilde. Pentagon Jr. taking on all comers here tonight. As now he sends Cruz Del Toro for a ride to the outside. And I think Penta's going to go out there to meet him, but only in the fashion that he knows how, and that is Lucha Libre. Look at this, Pentagon Jr. Suicide dive wipes out Del Toro. Again, this is awesome chants from the crowd. As Rey Fenix looks to get Del Toro back in the ring. This is tremendous tag team continuity between two men that, arguably should be the world tag team champions at this point. It's just, the Motor City Machine Guns happened to get the better of these two that night. If they get a rematch, I'd love to say, oh my goodness, a spiking DDT from Pentagon Jr. Watch out for Cruz Del Toro. Del Toro with a twisting, vaulting, I don't even know what the hell to call that. And now Rey Fenix says he wants a piece of the action. As now Del Toro throws Pentagon Jr. out of harm's way from Rey Fenix. Del Toro trying to make a name for himself off of both these men. Huge tilt-the-world DDT. A count of 6 by the referee. We promised high-flying action within this match, and we have not disappointed, folks. Pentagon Jr. now kicks the knee right out of Cruz Del Toro. Huge sling blade rolls through into a drop kick from Penta. And now shot right to Wilde. And now Pentagon Jr. Top rope, double foot stomp connects. That's got to be it right there. 1, 2. No, Del Toro gets the shoulder out. Shoulder out at 2.5. Tag team wrestling chants in the crowd, as they have been since we've seen the arrival of guys like the Motor City Machine Guns, like the Lucha Brothers. The tag team wrestling is at a fever pitch right now on the JPG channel, on both shows, as a matter of fact. And now look at this. Pile driver into a brain buster from good old Rey Fenix. And now he's calling Del Toro up to his feet. Rey Fenix going off the ropes now. Gets cut off. Goes for a drop kick. Gets cut off once again. Oh, what a clothesline from Del Toro. Have to admit, Del Toro is holding his own in this match, as both men run into each other that time. And now Del Toro sends Fenix back into the turnbuckle. It's been a long time since Joaquin Wilde has been in this match. I think if I was Cruz Del Toro, I'd be trying to get him back into this match by any means necessary. Look at this. Huge springboard drop kick from Rey Fenix down to Del Toro. And now, wait a minute. Rey Fenix got Del Toro up. I think he's looking for the Muscle Buster indeed. A Muscle Buster connects on Del Toro. That's going to be it. 1, 2. No, Del Toro again with the shoulder out. Del Toro again fighting, clawing through this tag team match. And now Fenix sends him into the turnbuckle. Oh, went for a shot on Wilde, but Wilde ducked it. And now sending Del Toro into the turnbuckle once more on the other end. Huge strike right to the face. Not done there just yet. Step up kick. And he's going to finish it off with Exploder. Tremendous moves out of Rey Fenix, as always. And now Fenix calling Del Toro up to his feet. Perhaps going for that one thing that will give him the kill in this match. Oh, what a super kick. Tags Penta in. And now Del Toro struggling to get up to his feet, but he might want to look out, because look at Penta! Through the air. Through the air goes Pentagon Jr. There's now Rey Fenix trying to scrape up the dead body of Del Toro. This has been absolute tremendous work out of these two, that being Penta and Rey Fenix. And now Penta might be going for the kill right here. Packs him up, smokes him with the package pile driver. And not done there just yet, apparently, because Rey Fenix is going top rope. Fenix is going top rope. Goes for 50. My goodness gracious. A 450 splash after the package pile driver. Rey Fenix and Pentagon Jr. picking up a big win here tonight in the tag team division, earning that much-needed momentum that they needed after a big loss at their debut pay-per-view Bash in Berlin. I mean, you saw high-flying action all across this ring between these two teams. I'd love to run it back, as a matter of fact. I'd love to see this match again. I'd love to see these guys and Motor City Machine Guns again as well. We need more matches to decide what is going to be tag team match of the year. I mean, if you run that back, best believe they might outdo themselves from Berlin. Who knows? Ladies and gentlemen, we're moving on to our main event. As promised, the WWE Champion Cody Rhodes is in action in a rematch of sorts from a few weeks ago, a match that never got a fair outcome, that being Cody Rhodes taking on Ricochet in our main event here tonight. Remember, Rhodes and Ricochet were opening a show a few weeks ago before McIntyre. You know, the man that was challenging Cody Rhodes heading into Bash in Berlin before McIntyre would kind of soil those plans and attack Cody Rhodes. And during the middle of that match, General Manager Adam Pearce not feeling that neither Cody nor Ricochet got a fair shot of entertaining the crowd that night. Neither did Ricochet get a fair shot at a non-title match against the champion. So that's why this main event's here tonight. Cody Rhodes and Ricochet in the main event. Going to be an awe-inspiring main event in the singles division of the men's division. Not only that, but similar to earlier tonight, if Roxxane Perez would have beat Becky Lynch, you know, she probably would have found herself back in the title hunt. If Ricochet can defeat the WWE champion on perhaps the ride of momentum of his career right now after defeating Randy Orton finally at SummerSlam, I mean, that would definitely have to find Ricochet in the WWE Championship picture.
WWE Universal Champion, the American Nightmare.
Rhodes with a big victory over Drew McIntyre a few weeks ago in Berlin. American Nightmare successfully defending his WWE Championship for the first time in almost 2 years. Rhodes has almost had a curse when it comes to that championship. He won it a few times last year, but every time he won it, he would lose it almost a month or two later. It was some bit of a curse that he had with that championship. But it looks to be finally over. It looks like Rhodes is finally, as I said, kind of gone away from his demons of last year and moved on to bigger and better things.
And his opponent from Las Vegas, Nevada.
As the highlight of Monday nights, the one and only Ricochet prepares for the American Nightmare in our main event. This is certainly going to be a good one as well, folks. It's been a night of high-flying action, starting off with a Chris Sabin versus Tommaso Ciampa. We saw some aerial maneuvers in the women's match as well. We saw, of course, some tremendous high-flying matches or high-flying action from the Lucha Bros and LWO just before this. It's been a great night for, all these luchador-esque, high-flying-esque competitor superstar fans. Anybody that enjoys their high spots, it's been a great night for them. Ricochet and Rhodes now locking up in the center of the ring. Goes for an Irish whip, takes it back around with a knee right to the midsection. Going to be no distractions for Ricochet or Cody Rhodes this time. Adam Pearce made sure of it. Didn't want any interference in this match. As now Rhodes and Ricochet get to show off what brought them to the dance, why they're in the WWE to begin with. I mean, Rhodes, we know plenty about Cody Rhodes. We also know about Ricochet, but it's been a little while since we've seen him in the limelight. And honestly, he's definitely one of the more underrated competitors on the Raw rosters. Look at this. You're already seeing it out of King Ricochet. Goes for a maneuver there, but this is the WWE champion we're talking about, and he's on the run of his career right now. There's now Ricochet and Rhodes kind of just, feeling out process here as Rhodes goes right for the ground and pound on Ricochet. There are Ricochet reversing it, this time throwing some sharp elbows. Now look at this, Ricochet chasing Cody Rhodes to the outside. Big move planned to Cody Rhodes. Sends him right into the barricade instead. Now slamming the face of Ricochet right on that mat. No, right to the face. Knee strike right to the face. Rhodes not going to accept no count-out victories on his end. Not going to see no, Kenny Omega or something like that out of Rhodes. Kick right to the face of Ricochet. Rhodes has looked good so far in this match. Definitely probably studied up on Ricochet since their last outing. As now Ricochet once again sends him into the corner. This time catches the boots that Rhodes tried to throw at him. Huge kick right to the face. A huge kick right to the face from Ricochet. As now Rhodes, got caught. Got caught right there. Now Ricochet goes airborne with a springboard DDT. Wipes out Cody Rhodes that time. And now off the ropes. Not done there just yet. Nice handspring elbow right to the face. Ricochet picking up the momentum in this match against the WWE Champion. Tremendous opportunity for Ricochet in this match, as now once again sends Rhodes out to the floor. And now Ricochet, what the hell's he got planned here? Calling Rhodes up to his feet. What can Ricochet be planning? Goes to take to the skies. Hits flush. Ricochet firing on all cylinders in this match now. And look at this, a little bit of showboating for everybody live in attendance. As I said, if you like your high spots, it is certainly a night for you. As now Ricochet basically giving Cody Rhodes the ring, letting him know, yo, get back in the center of the ring. We ain't done just yet. Gets caught once more. Does Cody Rhodes. Went for a sliding double axe handle, but Rhodes out of it. And now look at this, shots right to the knee. Ricochet trying to soften up the champ in this match. More shots right to the knee. Ducks a shot. This time Rhodes trying to get back into this one. Might have caught. Ricochet as he sends him for a ride with a release suplex. Gets a cover of 2. Ricochet out at 2.5. And now it's Rhodes going for the kill here, I believe, but Ricochet was able to get out of harm's way. And now it's Cody Rhodes matching a little bit of high-flying intensity of Ricochet with a springboard drop kick. And look at this. Huge maneuvers from Rhodes. Huge strikes right to the ribs, the face, doing the damage it needs to. And now Rhodes got Ricochet up on the outside. He's going for a cop killer. Cop killer on the outside. Cody Crusher, Cop Killer, whatever you want to call it, is effective nonetheless. And now Ricochet trying to get Rhodes back in the ring. Like I said, tremendous opportunity for Ricochet, but I mean, this is just a WWE champion in a match when it comes to Cody Rhodes. Just another day at the office. But then, you're not going to get as many opportunities at the champion if Ricochet fails tonight. As now he sends Rhodes to the outside, trying to go airborne once again, it looks like. Might have gone to the well. Just a one too many times, though. Never mind, as that one hits as well. Beautiful barrel roll, if you will, to the outside. And now Ricochet sending Rhodes into the announce table. Shot right to the face. And now, wait a minute, goes for a twisting crossbody, but gets wiped out instead by Rhodes. Once again, Ricochet being respectable enough to let Rhodes know to get back into this ring. It's not done there just yet. And now trying to send Rhodes into the turnbuckle. Ducks a maneuver there. Shot right into the turnbuckle is Cody Rhodes. And now, wait a minute. Huge barrel roll. He threw all of his body weight that time, did Ricochet. This might be the opportunity that Ricochet needed. Goes. Oh my goodness, a double moonsault. Double moonsault from Ricochet. Rhodes gets the shoulder out. You do not see Ricochet pull that off every day at the office. A standing shooting star. This time from Ricochet, again, not enough. A double moonsault from Ricochet. He's pulling out all the stops to put away the WWE champion here tonight. And now look at this. Caught him with a DDT. DDT in the corner. Now it's Ricochet again going to the top rope. And a huge, went for the Phoenix this time. Might have got a little too cute for his own comfort as Rhodes lines him up for a pedigree. Rope break saves Ricochet in this match, but now it's Rhodes. Rhodes getting back into this one, goes top rope. Huge drop kick right to the face. And now more raining down strikes right to Ricochet. I cannot believe we saw a double moonsault. I mean, out of all the aerial offense we've seen out of every competitor here tonight, I think Ricochet he's called the highlight of Monday nights for a reason. Goes for an elbow drop right to the spine. And I think he definitely just made the #1 highlight of tonight. And now, wait a minute, Rhodes. Oh, a huge crossroads connects. That might be enough to put Ricochet away right here and right now. Count of 2. Rhodes hits a big victory over Ricochet. Look at this. We said there was going to be no interference during the match, but we didn't say anything after the match. McIntyre just laid out both competitors. McIntyre just laid out the WWE Champion and Ricochet. Clearly, McIntyre not too happy with how Bash in Berlin ended. But ladies and gentlemen, you have to be happy with how the show ends because that is all we have for you tonight. Thank you for joining me in another episode of the JPG channel. And as always, I will see y'all on the next one.